See you later, Fort Collins. It's official. I'm moving out. Neighbor's house just hit the market a week ago for $955,000 and went under contract in 3 days. It is time to cash in on my house. I bought it for $415,000 in 2016. Probably could sell it for $715,000, $725,000 if I'm being conservative. And hey, why not? Let's cash in, buy a travel trailer, hit the road, leave town for good. What's up, everybody? This is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services here in Fort Collins, Colorado. And if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna teach you everything there is to know, eat, sleep, work, play, or leave Fort Collins, Colorado. So if you're new, consider subscribing. Also, at the end of this video, if you've enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up, comment, engage, interact. As much as we like making these real estate videos for YouTube, we like more working with buyers, sellers, and investors for all their real estate needs here in Northern Colorado. So give me a call, text, email, whatever works. I've got your back if you're considering moving to Northern Colorado and Fort Collins. Without any further delay, let's jump in to why I'm leaving Fort Collins, Colorado. Enjoy. Okay, all right. So I'm not leaving Fort Collins. I'm not gonna move. But if I were, maybe now's the time. All these people coming in from all over the country. We're working with people from Boston, New York, Florida, South Dakota, Iowa, Chicago, places in California, Washington, Texas, all over the place. And they're all coming here from all over the country. And it's so much fun having those conversations about some of the, diversity issues that we've talked about. Housing, buying a house versus renting, where in Fort Collins or Northern Colorado, Windsor, Wellington, Loveland, Timnath, all these different conversations, all these different reasons why people are moving to Northern Colorado. And yeah, honestly, some of the old heads in town are a little bummed about it. They hate the population growth. Yes, this is not the 90,000 people that were here in the early 90s. We're at 170,000 people and growing, and it's not gonna stop. So if the growth is not your jam, okay, yeah, Fort Collins probably isn't the place for you. Or if you live here and it's not Mayberry anymore, okay, cash out, enjoy. I'd be happy to list your house, give me a call. But otherwise, a lot of these people are coming here to Northern Colorado to enjoy the outdoors, the culture, the lifestyle, the kind of laid back lifestyle, not the hustle and bustle of these $1 million metropolises. And they're coming with the intention to hopefully bring all of the good, the culture, the excitement, the love, and leave the bad feels of the big major cities and come here with the knowledge that Fort Collins is a small community, and if you treat people like shit, you're gonna be out of here pretty quick. Generally speaking, the majority of folks here in town are pretty kind. And if you're wanting to move from out of Fort Collins because housing prices are extremely expensive, you're not alone. Or if you can't afford to buy, I just had a client from Boston who probably pulled the plug on buying a house here in Northern Colorado. We've offered on 7 houses and haven't gotten a sniff. And what's ridiculous is each of those offers are anywhere from 3 to 7% above list price. So when I look at that person, look at those offers and say, man, these are bad offers, I would never say that. This is just a crazy market. So it is tough. If you are going to move to Fort Collins, Colorado, or Northern Colorado, or anywhere in the country, it is an expectation right now that real estate and housing is going to be a competitive bidding war. That being said, will turn. It will. It must. New construction will figure itself out. Lumber costs have gone down 40%. New construction will figure a way to put the pedal to the metal and allow for the inventory to figure itself out. And once interest rates increase, which they will, there'll be a less demand. But right now, currently just a simple supply and demand issue. So if you're considering moving out of Fort Collins and cashing in, again, I'd be happy to list your house. Or, there's lots of good alternatives here in Northern Colorado and Fort Collins. But it's a great time to sell. And if you're looking at moving from out of state to Fort Collins, it's a really great time if you're coming from a big city like Chicago or California or Boston, New York. It's a little bit tougher if you're coming from the South Dakotas and the Iowas, where the housing prices, or the Midwest, housing prices are a little bit lower. So you're able to cash in on that equity back home, but not able to parlay as much as maybe somebody moving from, South Palm Beach, Florida, $1 million house coming to more of like a $700,000 house. So housing prices are definitely a concern, and they are everywhere. And it's not one of the reasons why I'd move out of Fort Collins. It is tough to buy, don't get me wrong, but it will turn. So don't get discouraged. It is tough right now for all buyers. And the only thing that I can tell you, stay optimistic, stay excited, positive. You can get it done. And if you're here and you're kind of, again, an old head or somebody who's been around for 30 plus years like myself, and I'm used to such a competitive free market that, if you're in real estate, you can be successful. Well, yeah, there's 2,500 realtors here licensed in Northern Colorado, or in Fort Collins, not even considering Northern Colorado, or all of the landscape companies that pop up, chiropractors, services, CPAs, attorneys, and you used to crush it. But now these folks are coming in from out of state, or the population's growing, and you're not the only attorney in town, or you're not the only CPA in town. Bigger companies are coming. Restaurants are having to compete with multinational restaurants coming in and making plays here, Brothers Barbecue and different places like that. Well, Fort Collins is growing. I had a conversation with clients out of Texas that are looking at kind of slowing down from Houston and moving to Fort Collins. They want to get rid of the hustle and bustle. And the cool thing about Fort Collins' growth, as I've said in previous videos, and I've been given kind of some slack from some of my buddies and clients now, is commercial follow residential rooftops. So as our population grows, as it continues to increase, Northern Colorado's, the amenities will follow. So we're getting all of the benefits of these big metro cities without having to have the crazy, traffic and pollution and crime. It is still an extremely safe area. Traffic is not anything to be concerned about. And you're still gonna be able to go get all the different fine dining. Go to Lincoln Center, which is opening up full capacity for 21, 22. And maybe you can't necessarily get the operas or all the big plays or music concerts or professional sports teams, but it's an hour away. So if that's something that's gonna force you not to move here, or if you're in Fort Collins and you're tired of not being able to go to a professional sports team out your back door, all right, Denver's an hour down the road. See you later. For me, I don't think so. I think I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now, grinding away on a daily basis, working with people from all over the country and even out of the country, from Thailand, moving back here to Colorado or United States, and specifically Colorado, and other folks throughout the different areas of the country. So it's a great time to be in business. I think Fort Collins, for as much as it lacks a tech scene, has so many cool people coming in that are bringing high-paying jobs. What is Fort Collins missing? We're missing income earning jobs, high income producing jobs. Those are coming with these cool individuals bringing their startups, their skill sets, their retirement, but their 40 years of experience in a high-paying position. 3D printing type opportunities from operations managers in California. There are going to be so many cool people moving to this area, bringing jobs and opportunities. And it's something that if you're in the area and you are in business, pro-growth, pro-business, it's something that I'm all about, while also maintaining our integrity, our dignity, and the cool culture that is Fort Collins. And finally, why I am not moving out of Fort Collins, but maybe some would or are thinking about it. And we're gonna be doing a video here in the next week or two about this specifically, but is something that I've talked about in other videos is diversity. if Fort Collins is becoming too diverse for you and you're stuck in your ways and you like the white mecca that is Fort Collins, don't get me wrong, it's probably gonna be like that for the foreseeable future. But there are people from different backgrounds, cultures, races, ethnicities, religions that are all making their way here to Fort Collins. And hopefully, again, they can bring those pro-growth, pro-business, loving mentality, but leave some of the bad stuff behind, maybe from the big cities that they're coming. And if you're in Fort Collins and some of the comments that I've received giving me shit about diversity, honestly, if that's a problem for you, go ahead, leave me a thumbs down, whatever that is, negative comment. But Fort Collins is growing, and it's growing in lots of different ways, both population, genders, backgrounds, religions, all that different stuff. And if it doesn't affect me as far as my person, who I am, I'm not going to judge anybody on what they choose to do with their life, who they choose to love, or the different backgrounds, cultures, ethnicities that they bring to my area, my town, my community. So long as we can all get along, and do the right thing, be kind to one another, I'm good with it. And if we can't, and if that's not for you, you got to leave Fort Collins because of it. See you later, buddy. So I'm leaving Fort Collins. Okay, all right, maybe I'm not leaving Fort Collins. I'm absolutely staying here and will be here for the foreseeable future, probably my entire life. Yeah, maybe we might do some traveling and God willing, have a house in a little vacation spot. When it gets too cold here, we can go down to Arizona, California, Florida, whatever that might be. But as far as my primary residence, Fort Collins is it for me. And I'm so grateful and lucky to call this place home. And if you have any other further questions or want to know more about my beautiful community, my beautiful city, feel free to reach out. Again, as much as we like making these real estate videos, we like more working with buyers, sellers, and investors for all their real estate needs for everything Fort Collins and Northern Colorado. Again, appreciate you guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if what you're looking at learning is everything Fort Collins, Northern Colorado. Comment, thumbs up. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, guys, I'm gonna be right here in Fort Collins coming at you with the next video. Take care.